Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Medica Slash, and welcome back to Slash Build or Bust. Let's break out of the old hidey hole here. Grab Wolfster, and head... Where's the sun? I can't see the sun because of the mountains. Oh, it's up there. Head west. West towards the build lands. Isn't that right, Wolfster? Right? No. You are correct, sir. If you are wondering, and rightfully so, about the bizarre intro, we're going to just leave you here still. It's because... I've mentioned before here on the channel, on the series, that I'm a big fan of Kurt J. Mack's Far Lands or Bust series, and really everything that he does is pretty good. I like, he's got Tomb Raider, he's playing the current Tomb Raider game as well, and that's very entertaining. But in Far Lands or Bust, he will take questions from the YouTube comments and from people tweeting at him, and he will answer them in his episodes, usually in like the second or third day, Minecraft day of the episode. He does 3 days per episode. And in a recent episode, I think it was 225, he answered my question, which was pretty cool. He had answered one of my wife's questions only a few episodes previous to that, and then he had answered mine. And I was very amused by it, as was my wife and anybody else who knows me, because my username, Matt aka Slash, is of course all jumbled together, and it's actually, it shouldn't have been surprising, but it surprised me the other pronunciations that people can come up with for it. I guess if you don't know the origin behind it, you wouldn't necessarily know how to separate it out like that. And Kurt had pronounced it Medica Slash at one point. I think he tried Mataka Slash and then Medica Slash, and wasn't really sure which one was right. And that's perfectly understandable, because if you don't know the origin, you're not really gonna know what the correct pronunciation is. So I figured I'd start out the episode in Far Lands or Bust style, as opposed to my usual opening, just to kind of pay tribute to that, do a little bit of satire, and also to call a little bit more attention to his channel. Like I said, it's youtube.com/KurtJMac, and his Far Lands or Bust series is the one that he is walking in Minecraft Beta 1.7.3. He is walking to the Far Lands. A distance that it is estimated he would take about 820 straight hours of walking in a straight line to accomplish. And he is doing it essentially as a walkathon for Child's Play charity, which is very, very cool. It gets toys, books, and games into children's hospitals around the world, help keep the kids' minds off of whatever reason they're in the hospital, keep them in good spirits, which has been shown promotes the healing process. So it's a very cool series, and it's for a very good cause, and I highly recommend that you check it out. But I was just so amused by the Medica Slash pronunciation that I had to call it out in this episode, so that is the reason for that. But enough of that. We have other things to do today, and those things are because we're not going back into the tunnel. We're going to take a break from the tunneling. Probably I'll continue doing some of that stuff off camera, but we're going to be cooking up a bunch of this stuff now, because Minecraft 1.5 came out today. So, first things first, let's update. Alright, Minecraft, give me some of that Redstone update goodness. Zip. Mojang! Yes! Minecraft 1.5. Down with OPP. I see they've moved the texture packs button off to the options page. Excellent. Alright, let's get in there. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. Oh, look at those furnaces cook. Nether brick. Pull that out. And check this thing out. Drag. Boom. Actual nether brick. That is my favorite feature in this entire update, I think. Is being able to take something and go, whoop. That's a left click drag, and then if you right click drag, it does it that way. And leaves the remainder in your hand. And I think if you try and divvy it up in a way that doesn't work, like if I do it this way, yeah, leaves the remainder in my hand. Very, very cool. Now I think there's a shift double click? No. Oh, there we go. Oh, cool. You double click and it pulls stuff to that part of the inventory. Very spiffy. So we're going to look into a bunch of these options that have become available to us now that we're in 1.5. So for instance, let's... Nope, that didn't work. I guess you can't... What if I do this? No? Alright. Apparently that is not something that you can do. You still have to do this shift clicky thing. But something that I would really like to be able to do is this. Oh, that is so nice. Because I like being able, when I shift click things in, I like them to stay in certain places. Or in most of these boxes, I want it to just fill up the area as best as possible. So that when I do shift click things in, let me find a better example. Here's a good example. So now that that's full, I can't shift click these ender pearls in by accident. I can only shift click in what's supposed to be in the box. And man, let me tell you, I could very easily spend the entire video just doing this, but don't worry, I won't. We'll do other things. I'll tell you one of the things that we need to do. We need to grab some iron here. Just need 5. Very nice. And then we'll head over to the... I don't have to ender pearl, I can run. We'll head over to the other wing for storage and get ourselves a couple of chests. And we're going to make a hopper. Now if you watch my... Oh, that almost went right over. If you watch my Feed the Beast series, you'll be familiar with the concept of a hopper from in there. That's already like that. The concept is it's a storage device that connects to another storage device and transfers stuff between them. So what we can do here is we can make ourselves a hopper. Oops. Hard to go across the diagonal. Hopper's made like that. Beautiful. Now, where I want to use a hopper, over here in the lobby, I guess you would call it, is where my mob drops happen. And right now they just kind of scatter all over the floor. Oh, I did download Optifine for 1.5 because they already had it updated thanks to the pre-release. But from what I was reading, it appears that connected textures doesn't work. And I'm wondering... Yeah, connected textures fancy. I have it turned on. I'm thinking maybe they haven't been able to figure out the new texture pack format. And so they're not able to make the connected textures work. But we're going to silk touch this so that we can get some access along the side here. And we are going to put the chest here. And we're going to put the hopper. Now, if we want to connect to that chest, we hold shift and we click, right click on the back of that chest, like so. And now you can see right there the hopper is connected. So if we then, for example, let's just break this, just toss something in there. And we'll toss that in there too. Heck, we'll toss all this stuff in. Oh, you can just press Q now when you're in the inventory, and it'll drop the stuff. Not all of it's making it in. Get in there. Alright, so those have disappeared into the hopper and appeared in the chest. That is fantastic. I think the drop height is still sufficient that when mobs hit the hopper, they will still die. But now, instead of me having to run around and pick these up and put them away regularly, the mob drops will just end up right here in the box. And that can sort of just be a temporary holding area for mob drops or anything else that I have on me. So let's go up and see if we can't encourage some more mob drops to happen. Oh, I just heard one. But I have noticed if I climb this ladder here, by the time I get back down, there's usually tons of drops. But now they should all be in the hopper, and everything should be still dying. Because I think I gave myself a little extra wiggle room. Not really anticipating something like that, but just to make sure that I didn't have to try and move this whole structure up if I messed up and they weren't falling high enough to die. By the way, I don't know if I've been up here since I did it, but I removed the hilt entirely. The blue wool that I had here that's supposed to serve as the hilt of this sword blade that we're standing on that's sort of plunging straight down underneath us. I was not happy with the way that it looked. I decided it would be better to just start over. Ooh, man, that was a scary feeling. My stomach in real life drops out from, it feels like it's dropping out from under me when I do that. But we'll have to revisit that at another time. But yeah, look at that. Things are still falling in. The mobs are hitting and dying. Nothing is getting stuck. Nothing's popping out the sides because of the glass. If we look in here, yep, we've definitely accumulated more drops. Because I think there were maybe 7 of these, and there was only a couple of these. And I don't know if there were any arrows in there. Awesome. So now it's essentially automated pickup. That is great. Alright, let's see. What else has changed? Oh, you know what we need to do? For sure. We need to go... We'll keep that Silk Touch pick in the active slot. We need to go into the Nether and do some exploring. You know what? Let's go this way. If we go down to the strip mine and hop into the Nether this way, we'll go to the old hub and we'll actually be able to wander around a bit. So let me see, which is... Whoa! Okay. Which is the best way to go? I think we'll go back over towards the Nether Fortress. I see this problem is still happening. The random signs won't load. That must be a hard one to track down. But what we're gonna do, in the Nether, there is now a thing called Nether Quartz Ore. You can pick up the ore itself with a Silk Touch pick, and if you fortune it, either obviously where it spawned, or if you replace it and break it again with a fortune pick, just like you would redstone or diamonds or coal or lapis, you can get more out of them. And quartz can be crafted into a bunch of different decorative blocks, in sort of the same way as sandstone. But in addition, it is an important component in redstone devices. Hello? slowed down randomly. Redstone devices like comparators, which can be used for a bunch of different things, including giving you an idea of how many materials are in an inventory, like a hopper or a chest or a minecart or whatever. But in addition to that, it can also compare two redstone signals and give you an idea of which one is stronger. Yeah, we'll bring the gold pants along, why not? And if we're going to be wandering around in the nether, we should definitely have a few of these on hand. Last thing we want is to burn all of this nice stuff. And, that'll do it. I've got, well, you know what, let me grab, I might need these. Alright, that'll do. Let's go see if we can't generate some new nether chunks. So I will probably have to go for a little while. So I'll likely cut a bunch of this out. But I'm going to continue recording and commentating. Just so that you get the natural ooh moment whenever I do. Oh, don't hit a pig man. Whenever I do get to some new chunks. Which might be difficult to do. Go in this direction. But we shall see. Why does this look like... E. E stands for, what does it stand for? Eternal damnation. I don't know. I hear you, Blaze. What's our coordinates look like? We're not, we should not. What? Aha! Oh, wow. I generated new chunks a lot faster than I thought I would. I don't do a whole lot of exploring in the nether. And apparently this nether fortress is new. Very cool. Check it out. These are my coordinates. I am not very far from the portal. Although, now that I think about it, I'm not actually sure where the portal is now. Back that way somewhere. But we'll deal with that problem when we get to it. But we're going to go ahead and grab this with a Silk Touch pick. Very exciting. So I don't have to go too far. It does not break as quickly as the netherrack. You saw how fast I tore through the netherrack once I got through the quartz, but this has efficiency 4 on it. And it takes... Hello? Can I get you from here? Nope, too high. Gotcha. Boom. This is efficiency 4 on it. And it takes quite a little while to get through, so... Not bad. But yeah, there's quartz ore sticking out all over the place. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is fantastic. I'm glad I did not explore very much of the nether before this update. I know that there are a lot of maps. For example, the Minecraft server, I think they had to go a pretty good ways out to find quartz ore, because, I mean, there's... Well, first of all, it's a server, so there's a pretty decent number of people on it. And people tend to spread out on a map like that. Give me those. So that's part of the problem. And I think Nebris by himself is probably another part of the problem. So my understanding is that he's gone through quite a decent chunk of the nether picking up glowstone, because apparently that is his favorite block in the game. People are always talking about how all the glowstone's gone from the nether because Nebris got a hold of it all. Alright, this is pretty awesome. How much do we have? Let's get about a stack. Because you go through it pretty fast when you're using it for decoration, but for the purposes of making comparators, and the other thing that you can make is a day-night sensor. End of the road. And a day-night sensor, I don't believe, takes a whole lot of quartz, nor does a comparator. I think a comparator might take 1, and a day-night sensor takes 3, but I'm not sure. I'm actually going to have to look up some of these recipes, because I never played with any of the snapshots or the pre-release. Ooh, knocked that down, never picked it up. So I'm not actually sure what the recipes are. I could take a couple of guesses, but that would be quickly frustrating, I think. So, instead... Ooh, hello. Wither skeleton. Take you on. Come here. Come on, drop a skull. Nope, no skull. I've yet to get a wither skull, ever, in this game. And it's just not currently in my destiny. Not gonna need a shovel. There's some more. Yeah, in a single player world, I don't think this stuff is gonna be too hard to find once you get out into newly generated nether chunks. I think the only time you're really gonna have a problem is on a server, or if in your selection box seems to get off occasionally here. Yeah, like that. It looks fine now, but for a second there, I think the selection box was there before the block actually placed, as if the block was there. If that makes any, excuse me, if that makes any sense. Where are you? Oh! Take an arrow to the face. You are stuck in the wall. You spawned in the worst possible place. I will take your experience and your gunpowder. We have a stack? We got a stack. We got a little bit more than a stack. So let's take this booty back to base. Yes, I said booty. And, which way is base? I think this way? I think. F3 moment. No, I'm going in the wrong direction. But look at all this quartz it's generating just right here on the surface. I could spend hours in here digging this stuff up. But I shan't. What I shall do instead is work out how to get back to base. Might have to just do some random tunneling to get through some of these obstacles, because I don't recognize any of these landmarks anymore. Well, obviously I'm going in the wrong direction right now, aren't I? So that's a factor. But yeah, let's go take care of that, or let's go back to base is what I mean. And I will see you back there. That's what I'm trying to say. Good job. Blaze spawner, blaze spawner, blaze spawner! Serpentine. Suckers. Oh! Golly gee willikers. Oh, we had a pig man. Very good. Oh, there's a rail line. And 2 gas. And 1 gas. are you? Alright, well, we have made it back to the train station. I'm going to head back. It turns out, a stack and a half, exactly, of the nether quartz. Oh, I should have left some of this stuff behind. Oh well, we'll take it back with us. So yeah, we're gonna head back to base. I'm gonna fortune these up, and then we're gonna get to crafting with them. So, be right back. Alright guys, and we are back, and here, divided up to make it a little bit easier to see what our output was, is our output. We had a stack and a half of the nether quartz ore, and after mining it with the Fortune 3 pick, we got 1, 2, 3, almost 3.5 stacks of the actual quartz out of it. So it's a little bit more than double output, it seems, from Fortune 3 pick. So I thought that was pretty cool. So let's take a look at what we can craft with it. I have some glass and some slabs, some half slabs, wooden slabs. And these go in these spots, followed by some quartz like so. And that gets you a daylight sensor. So, what I'm curious about, I know the daylight sensor will do differing amounts of output based on the time of day. So if I just plop this down like this, and then we run a line of redstone from it, how far does it get? Alright, that was 17, it gets to 14, so it's pretty much full strength, and the sun is pretty much right at the top of the sky. Alright. What happens if I put a block over top of it? It's still able to detect the sun? Let's completely enclose it as best as we can here. Seems to be fine. Let's see. How do we how do we check this while having it be completely dark? I guess we'd have to do something like this. We'll go in here. Okay, now as soon as it's cut off from the sun, it turns off. So you would not be able to use this in a cave necessarily, or inside a building, it seems like. Some daylight has to be able to actually penetrate the area, which makes sense. But it needed to be tested. Now what I'm curious about is the ability to use this as a nighttime sensor. Meaning, can I replace the day-night sensor detector thing that's over there that's currently broken because I see lights on over there when they shouldn't be in the middle of the day? I would like to be able to replace those with a bunch of these. Oh, you can break that by hand very quickly. So, suppose we have it on top of a block, like so, and then we have some torches. Okay, that doesn't seem to deactivate the torch. What if... Oop, I left it floating. What if it's down here like this? Torches next to it wouldn't be a factor. Alright. Let's try it this way. If we did that, and we go... Okay, so there's no redstone signal off of that. I need repeaters, I think. Dang it. Let's grab some smooth stone somewhere nearby and make some repeaters real quick. Okay, I've got some smooth stone. make ourselves a repeater, just as a test. Put it there. No, it does not power the block it is sitting on. That might make my plans kind of difficult to implement. What I was hoping to do was over here. Let's just see what we can work out with the actual streets. Let's get over near the entrance to the branch mine. And see what we can do. Alright, let's go with this one here. What I was hoping to be able to do was to be able to put one like that, because I think that would look cool between each light in the street. It would just, break it up a little bit. But the problem is, the way that it sends out its... I forgot that the ice was under there. The way that it sends out its redstone signal, it sends it out directly adjacent to itself. You have to run it straight from there. I can't think of a way to prevent that from being the case. If it's not powering the block it's sitting on, well, does it power the block above it? That's a question worth asking. How do I test that? I guess... No. That's not going to tell me. I would need to do... something like... this, maybe? Dang it. The clicking doesn't seem to be quite the same in this version as it was before. No, it doesn't appear to power the block above it either. So I don't think I'm going to be able to do what I want to do, which really stinks. Well, hold on. Wait. One last test. Let's get rid of this stuff down here. Now I have a repeater. What if we have a block under it? Ah, it does power that. And then we put torches. Okay, yeah, we can do this. This will work. Alright, so this powers this redstone here on that block. Let's replace it with stone brick. Just so that we know for sure that it's definitely part of the circuit. Oops. As opposed to just random dirt laying around. So this powers that based on any amount of light. Now when nighttime falls here shortly, that should turn off, causing these redstone torches to turn back on, which will feed power into there and turn those torches back off. Oh my gosh. These are very confined quarters. Alright, so let's... where is this actually hooked up to the regular system? Okay. Let's break that. All according to plan. Like that. Let's connect this up. Like so. That would be like that. Now, the other question is, can I put ice here? I believe I can, because that's not really going to cause a problem. Cover it back up. That should not melt, I don't think. Okay, so let's check here. Did that... okay, that activated. Excellent. Now, well... oh, wait. That activated, now these are off. That's the opposite of what I want. What I want is... I guess I don't want the... I want to do that. If it's not powered at all, then... yeah, that makes sense. Oh, get me out of here. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah. Oh, I hate working with redstone near water. Get me that. I know I'm very sort of mumbling to myself at the moment, and I apologize. It is a side effect of doing redstone on camera. I will try to make it better. I think we just won't have ice right around the sensors. I think that's going to be the easiest course of action. Let's go test to make sure that that does turn off in the day. Alright, it's day. Sorry, I had to cut there real quick. But it appears that the sensor is working properly. Those are off. The old school sensor sitting over here with the pistons and everything has not even updated. And if I pick that up, I can see that it is powered and that it is reaching. I don't know exactly what the distance is on this, but I figure if the light level is so low that it's only going about 1 block from the sensor, then I probably want the lights on anyway. So I'm not going to fret about that too much. So I think what my plan is I'm going to install sensors for each pair across the walkways. And then I'm going to have to figure out something for around the fountain. But I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do that. But that I'll work on that. I'll see if I can figure something out with that. But these pairs, I could just put something right here in the middle. And over here. And what's nice is these are really far away from the original sensor, that there was actually a problem. By having a compact 1-block sensor available to place everywhere I have a light, I will definitely be able to get lights in more easily, and it won't be a problem for, like, if that chunk isn't loaded for some reason and these lights don't turn on or turn off. Like the problem we're having right now where they're stuck on for no apparent reason. So, let's see, what other fun things can we do with the Redstone update this episode? I know something that we can do that's new in this update. We need a new helmet. Our helmet has broken. Let's see. Any in there? No. There? No. There? No. There? Well, shoot. Let's go make a new helmet. Zip, ding. Now, in this update, if you're holding a piece of armor, you can right-click, and it's equipped automatically. What I was hoping to be able to show you was with dispensers, they'll actually throw the armor item directly on you as well. So let's head back over here and throw this helmet into a dispenser just to demonstrate. So we'll just stick it in here. So now, if I am near enough to the dispenser, when I hit that... Oh, I'm not near enough to that dispenser. Alright, hold on. There's a helmet. I could have just worn that one. Darn it. Well, here, if I step on this... Boom! Immediately onto my head. Pretty cool. I think we're gonna go ahead and put this in the ender chest. I'll go enchant this at a later time. Starting to get close to nighttime. Might be worth it to check out the light sensor, see it turn on. Keep pressing the wrong button for the zoom. When I updated the my preference here for the Optifine zoom got changed. I prefer Z. What is slash supposed to be? It's like hidden down underneath. What does my button do? Oh, it just goes straight to here. Alright. Fair enough. Where's this? Oh, the sun sets over there. Alright, I'm going to time-lapse the sunset for you, because I just want to watch and see when this thing turns on. It's gotta be soon, the villagers are all going in their houses. Will it be as... Oh, there it is! Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright guys, well I think that's going to do it for this week's episode. It was a little weird, I know. I'm not exactly sure how it's all going to come together in editing. I think the length and commercial placement is going to be kind of odd. And I apologize for that. It's whenever I do an episode like this that I gotta be chopping a bunch of stuff and making runs back and forth to try and get supplies. You know, I want to cut out as much of the boring stuff as I can. So, as a result, you know, when I'm recording it, I try to make the episodes about half an hour long with a commercial somewhere at the 15-minute mark. And that usually works out pretty well for continuous recordings. But whenever I know that I'm cutting stuff out, I immediately lose track of how many minutes have gone by and et cetera, et cetera. So if the episode turns out kind of weird as a result, I apologize. Hopefully next week will be a little bit more normal in terms of the format and the length and whatnot. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.